Another day's in the books, guys, for Nvidia, for the overall stock market. And believe it or not, guys, even though the Qs had a pretty rough day, more than just a pretty rough day, they went down about 2%. Nvidia actually had a green day. Yes, we closed over $196, almost at $197 after hitting earlier in the morning and the pre-market $190 per share. So guys, we have to break down the overall market, see what's going on there, but I also want to break down Nvidia, where my head's at, and overall what I'm doing now in the stock market. So guys, hit the like button, make sure to subscribe, join my Patreon if you want to keep up with my actual portfolio updates, my trades, investments, how I sell options. If you want to be a part of my private Discord, all that's linked down below, pinned in the comments, or go to stasurfs.com/Patreon. And now let's dive into it. So I'm sure you guys saw my previous video. All these AI stocks, from, GPUs to memory to the picks and shovels, you name it, right? Pretty much the entire trade got hit today in the morning. A lot of these tech stocks, the Qs in general, and we had a pretty nice relief rally intraday. Not just an Nvidia stock, but other stocks like, let's say, AMD. AMD had a decent run. Broadcom, if you guys pull up Broadcom, nice intraday run there. Micron, I don't think really had that much of a run. It hit 890. It went up to about 930. Okay, decent run, but we closed pretty much under these pre-market highs. Micron's not looking that strong here, guys. And GLW, Corning, which you guys know I bought some this morning. This had a decent run, but it also closed under the highs from the pre-market. We hit 178.40 earlier on Corning. I bought more at about 179, and we closed at 185. And ultimately, guys, look, all these stocks are a bit oversold. They're still in uptrends. I think these are decent opportunities. Not saying we can't go lower, but with Corning down, 30% from highs, Micron's down 30%, SanDisk, I think, is down even more. I think like 35. Let me check here, guys. Yeah, about 33. I think earlier in the day, it was down about 37% from highs. You could argue now's not a bad time to start nibbling a little bit, trickling in. And that's what I'm doing here. With Corning, I'm not in the memory names again yet. But I wouldn't be surprised if by the end of the week, especially if we get more selling, more choppiness, I wouldn't be surprised if I was in a Micron, a SanDisk, a DRAM by the end of the week. So yeah, man, I'm taking advantage of this dip, buying some Corning. I was about to buy more Nvidia today via call options in the morning. I didn't. I probably should have bought those leaps. I still haven't bought those leaps, by the way, guys, which I'm sure you guys saw my video. When was that? A week ago, whenever that was. One of the recent Nvidia videos, we talked about the options chain. We broke down what I'm looking to buy. I'm pretty much looking to buy in the money calls, or about 5 to 10% out of the money on Nvidia, but 12 to 18 to 24 months out. And we saw that moonshot call option. I think it was like, expiring 900 days away in December. Was that December 2028? So pretty much 2029, and that strike was like 450. So if you want to do your moonshot Nvidia call, that is the one you want to do. I think it was like, I forget how much it cost, or the premium, whatever, guys. Either way, man, at this point, it's pretty clear Nvidia's putting in a base in the mid-low 190s. Could it go lower? Sure, it could always go lower, but we're pretty oversold on the RSI. Again, putting in a base here over the last week or two at about 190, 195, which, oh, by the way, we held that back in the beginning of May, and that was resistance for months all throughout earlier in this year and the end of 2025. And the Head and Shoulders, I mean, you could argue maybe it's got more to go, but I just don't see this stock going much lower. I mean, it could, never say never, but could it go Does it go to 160, 70? I just don't see it. I just don't see it. Maybe it goes high 180s, maybe if this pressure on the Qs persists. But at that point, I would just be buying leaps, right? I'm going to look at the 185 leaps, 190 leaps if it goes even lower, call options. And on that note, Amazon, guys, on the flip side here, my top two positions, Amazon, Nvidia. Amazon's seen a pretty good rally. So even though the market today had a pretty rough day for tech, for the entire market, oil went up, the VIX went up, my portfolio wasn't that, affected. I mean, yeah, I had a red day, but look, Amazon and Nvidia are my top two holdings, and I have a good amount in each. It's not like a 5% stake in each. I'm pretty sure, or percentage of my portfolio, I'm pretty sure Amazon and Nvidia make up about 25 to 30% of my stock market holdings right now overall. We're talking all my portfolios combined. So I have a pretty decent stake there, and it helped me out today, man, let me tell you. And I think Amazon ultimately is going to break out, and I'm kind of kicking myself. I'm like, I should have bought the leaps on Amazon, because I was about to buy leaps when the stock hit 230, under 230, and I didn't. And if I did, man, that trade would already be making money right now, pretty good money. But either way, man, it's not too late. It's not late to buy leaps on Amazon or Nvidia right now, in my opinion, if you think there's more room to go over the next 12, 18, 24 months. I'm not trying to pitch you guys, right? Obviously, I'm just kind of talking out loud. This is what I'm doing, looking to do in my portfolio. But again, I don't want to overdo it here. Like I said, I'm already in these two stocks pretty big time across my holdings. I'm comfortable with it for my risk tolerance, so I don't need to go crazy on the option side of things, but I do want a little more exposure there in the grand scheme of things. And look, guys, I can take, I guess, riskier trades in the market because I have all my bases covered. I'm in no debt, right? Well, I guess I do have that little car loan. I mentioned that before, but I don't even think about that, guys. It's like a $400 a month payment. It's like 3% interest. I don't even think about it. Other than that, I have no debt, no debt. You know what I mean? I'm renting right now. My wife and I have a cash emergency fund. We have a housing fund, we're saving money. We have cash on the sidelines, so I can actually go a little crazier, quote unquote, in the stock market. Not even too crazy, right? My trades are by no means wild, by any means, right? Considering what some people are doing nowadays. But I can, take a little more risk because I have, a good amount of cash put aside, no debt, or I guess low debt if you really count that. I guess it is technically debt, but it's low interest, and I could pay it off tomorrow if I wanted to, but we're not going to get into that in this video. But yeah, if you have your bases covered, you can take higher risk trades. You can be in, more concentrated or have more concentrated positions, which is kind of what I'm doing now with Amazon, with Nvidia. I'm pretty concentrated there, but I also do obviously have a good amount of other holdings. But yeah, that's a quick breakdown on kind of where my head's at, what I'm looking to do with Nvidia and Amazon. Look, it's going to take patience, man, especially with Nvidia. This stock's been a pretty slow mover. It's been trickling down for the last 2 months. And who knows, man, when is it going to go back to the mid 200s? I have no idea, but I'm in it for the ride. I think it will eventually, and I think it will go even higher. Just zoom out. When in doubt, zoom out. I know I say that a lot, guys, but literally do it. Look, if you guys look on the 1-year chart, Nvidia looks strong. We hit 236. We hit a higher high, brand new all-time high. Now we're pulling back, all while maintaining the 180 moving average, holding an uptrend. You're seeing it on the 3-year chart. We're looking phenomenal. So it's just a patience game here, and it's time to accumulate more, in my opinion, as they're trading. Excuse me, guys, at 22 times earnings, forward earnings, growing as much as they are. The market just is arguably discounting Nvidia too much now, and I don't think it's the right move for the market to make. I'm going against the market here, I guess. Buying up the stock while it's selling off, and we'll see if it pays off. So what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. And by the way, 50% of you on YouTube at least watch the content, but you're not hitting subscribe. Hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, and if you're watching on Facebook, hit the follow button and join my Patreon if you guys want to keep up with my real-time trades, my investments, my options moves. All that's on Patreon, and you get access to my private Discord where we're talking all day. You can ask me questions. I post all my moves on there as well. Check it out, guys. Link down below, pinned in the comments, or go to StockSurfS.com/Patreon. And with that being said, cheers. I'll catch you guys in the Patreon or in the next video. Peace out.